What is up, my fellow Kryptonians? So, I just saw the Supergirl movie. Sorry. Um, no, in all seriousness, I just saw Supergirl, and my favorite part was Lobo. It's not a great movie. It's not a bad movie, but it's not a great movie by any means necessary. Let me just start with that. Um, wow. Trying to think of something like really good to say before I get into the like characters and everything. um, it's the best Supergirl movie we got. um, all right, let's just get into it. I like Millie Alcock as Supergirl. I do. I like her as Kara. I do. Jason Momoa Lobo, perfect. I love that. Was it a little corny? Yeah, but I thought it was really good. I really liked finally after all these years finally seeing him in that role. I do believe I believe that was like that's a role made for Jason Momoa. I think I feel like he's just essentially playing himself just with some skin paint and a little beefier. You know what I mean? But but yeah, nah, that so Lobo, awesome. Favorite part of the movie. I really did enjoy that. I want to see more Lobo. I hope we see more Lobo. I know in the comics there's never really any actual reasoning for him to be around. It's just a bounty. I mean, he's just an intergalactic bounty hunter. That's what he is, the main man. But it's kind of what it is in this movie. In all seriousness, like he doesn't serve much purpose to the movie. um, it's not like he plays a big pivotal role in it, um, or anything like that. But the little bit of time that we did get him for, I really enjoyed it. That was really cool. Um, yeah, like I said, I really like Millie Alcock as Supergirl. I just don't think the movie was great. That's really what it boils down to. I feel like this movie could have been a subplot in Superman 2, Man of Tomorrow, whatever they're calling it. Um, I feel like this could have just been like a subplot. Now, the way it ends, it kind of sets up like, you know, Man of Tomorrow is really going to be the super family. You know what I mean? Well, I guess not the super family, but Cal and Kara. Against, I think the last thing I heard, I've not been following it too much on the production side and everything, but I think the last thing I heard was, I think the villain's gonna be Brainiac, which would be fucking awesome. I would love to see that. Um, but I think it's gonna be Brainiac, and I think Superman and Lex are gonna be teaming up or something like that. I don't know. I heard that at one point. I don't know if it was true or not. Rumors, everything grain of salt until it's confirmed by the studio, right? Anyways, um, but yeah, I mean, I really do. I feel like I don't want to say it was a wasted movie because I've always been on the side of I'm really just happy we're getting things that aren't just Superman, Batman, Spider-Man reboots like we were getting for 10, 20 years at one point. You know what I mean? So I'm not mad about. I'm not mad at all. That's the wrong way to say it, but I really don't think. I think you could have made a movie for a different character, and like I said, just kind of use this as a subplot for Man of Tomorrow or Superman 2, whatever you're gonna call it. But you know, even the small characters gotta have their shine. Which I mean, Supergirl's not really a small character, but you know, everybody gotta have their shine here and there. I did. I really, yeah. Uh, it's got some hee hee ha ha moments for sure. Um, I mean, without really getting into spoilers, the movie is about basically her tracking down the bad guy and saving crypto. That's basically what the movie is about. Like, that's basically the plot. And of course, yeah, no shit, she saves crypto. I mean, no, I don't. If anybody actually thought crypto was about to die in that movie, um, but uh, so I mean, the movie itself was really just. I saw the whole thing coming. I don't know much about like Supergirl as far as like source material comic stories go. I know the character. I don't know the her stories all that well though. She wasn't someone I ever really read in comics. Still isn't someone I really read in comics. But it's always I like the character. You know it's fun when she shows up. It's you know it's always cool to see Cal and Kara team up and fight together. It's always cool. Um, which I'm really excited about that for Man of Tomorrow because I'm pretty sure we'll get that at Man of Tomorrow. But uh, you know, I saw the whole movie coming. I was able to predict the whole movie. You know, like once I saw it, once it started, like it I could kind of see where it was going the whole time. You know, there wasn't really like oh shit moments like or anything like that. And then I will say one thing I had a problem with was I mean, Kara's pretty much just getting her ass kicked the whole movie. With an exception of like I think three fight scenes where she finally gets some yellow sun and goes crazy. Like that I mean, cool, but she's getting her ass kicked the whole movie basically. And I don't know. It was I don't know. It was I don't know. I don't know. It's weird seeing a Kryptonian that vulnerable like that. And no, we're not on Earth for this movie or anything like that. A majority of the movie takes place on red sun planets. I understand that. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. The fight scenes in it were really cool, especially when she was kicking ass. When she was kicking ass, she was kicking ass, bro. Seriously. And I did really enjoy that, but I found myself being like, damn, you were getting your ass handed to you over and over and over again. And then out of nowhere, just all of a sudden, miraculously, something happens, Yellow Sun comes up and she saves the day. I mean, it's I mean, yeah, comic books and characters are known for plot armor. Yes, nobody's saying they're not. Batman's plot armor is the fact that he's Batman. We don't ever really bat an eye at that. No, that's fine. It's cool. But it's just like, oh, what a. It was just, there were so many like, oh, what a coincidence moments in in the movie. And it's just, I don't know. I don't know. I will say this. I will say this. Out of all of James Gunn's movies that I have seen, this is my least favorite. And that's just that I've seen. I'm not gonna shit on his entire filmography or nothing. I don't know his entire filmography. I'm not gonna shit on him or anything like that. Uh, but it's out of all of his films, I think this is my least favorite one, and I hate that because I love DC. I'm a nerd. I like Marvel. I like Star Wars. I like DC. I like it all. But as far as comics go, I love DC. I love the characters. My favorite comic hero is Green Arrow across the board. Their stories, in my opinion, are better. They're darker. They're grittier. It's my opinion. To each their own. I'm not shitting on Marvel. I'm not shitting on nobody. I'm just saying, in my opinion, I love the DC characters. I love the DC universe, and it's so heartbreaking to me that it just does not seem like DC can get it together. I was so excited when James Gunn took over. I was like, fuck yeah. This is gonna be fire. I love it. That, you know, like, I trust this man. I've seen him do, you know, Brightburn, which is a darker, grittier, evil Superman. So I know he has that capability in him to do a darker universe type of shit. And then, you know, Guardians of the Galaxy. He essentially made Guardians of the Galaxy what they are. You can't deny that. Nobody knew who the fuck the Guardians of the Galaxy were before his movie came out. And that's just point blank period. That's just what it is. Unless you were a diehard comic fan, you didn't know Drax the Destroyer, or Rocket Raccoon, or Peter Quill. You didn't know who the fuck they were. You didn't. You might have known Peter Quill, but I don't even think that. Let's be honest. So I was excited when James Gunn took over DC. I really was. I was excited when he got that job. I'm like, finally, like, maybe he has the experience from Marvel putting together the whole connective universe. He knows how to work in that environment. He knows these characters. He's a nerd. He loves the characters. He knows these characters. So maybe we'll finally get something rolling. And it's not to say that I'm shitting on the rest of the DCU, because I do like the DCU so far. I do. I'm not shitting on it. But could it be better? By miles. And this is not the time to this is not the time for DC to be making half-ass movies. This is all of your movies need to hit right now. They just do. I'm not saying Superman was the best movie ever. I'm not saying it was the best DC movie ever. Do I think it was the best Superman movie ever? Kind of, sort of, not really, maybe. It's right there with Man of Steel for me. Do I think it's the most Superman we've ever seen Superman be in a Superman movie? Fuck yeah, I do. Fuck yes, I do. I've said that from the first time I saw it, and I'll continue to say that until we see Superman be more Superman in another movie. So it's not that James Gunn can't get these characters right. I don't know what it is. Like, I know he has the capability to get this shit right. I just don't. I don't know. I don't know. But I really sound like I'm dogging on the Supergirl movie. I'm not trying to. I'm really not. I was just a little disappointed in it. I don't even think disappointed was the right word. I don't think let down is the right phrase. Anything like that. It just didn't live up to my expectations. And not fully, at least. I wasn't overly excited for this movie. I didn't think it would be the best movie ever. Never did I think that. Never. Did I think it looked pretty good? Yeah. Did I think it would be a better movie than it was? Yes. But I don't know. I don't know. But anyways, far a little tangent. Let's get back to on subject. Anyways, yeah, so really love Jason Momoa's Lobo. Obviously, you love Crypto. Fuck the bad guy, the villain, for shooting Crypto, Cream or whatever the fuck his name was. Sorry. Fuck him. I liked Ruthie, her little companion throughout the movie. I feel like we'll see her again later down the road in the DCU. For what? I don't know. So basically, without really like getting into details and spoiling anything for the people who haven't seen it yet, basically Ruthie, the little girl, her little companion, is basically she's on a revenge quest. And her and Kara are helping each other because they're both looking for the same guy, Krim. And it's just a friendship that just grows throughout the movie, and that was cool. But anyways, the little girl Ruthie is her father was a brilliant, renowned swordsmith, I guess. I don't necessarily know how to describe it, but people and aliens came from all over the place to get his shit, I guess. His shit was really coveted. And so, at the end of the movie, when they're saying their goodbyes and everything, she says, I'm going to go live with my aunt and maybe start making swords like my father. Soon as I heard that, um, my thought went instantly to, okay, cool, we'll probably see her again. And my mind just kind of started going. I'm not, this is nothing. This is literally just my head and what I would like to, I don't even know what, if I'd say I'd like to see it, but if you're gonna bring Ruthie back, like I feel like this would be a cool way to do it, and it could be. And I don't know if this Ruthie character is from the comics or not. Like I said, I don't know Supergirl comics that well. I just know the character. Um, but what I think would be cool is if Darkseid ends up being our big bad. Um, for the first chapter or whatever James Gunn is calling this, his phases and whatnot. It'd be cool if maybe Darkseid was the big bad and they need to come up with some weapon. Justice League has to come up with some weapon or some sort, and and that's when Kara could be like, "Oh, well, actually, I know this chick. Her and I had an adventure a while back. She was talking about making swords like her father. Her father was this renowned swordsmith and everything. So, let me go check on her and see what's going on. And maybe she can help us with a weapon to kill Darkseid or some shit like that. I don't know. That's just like quick little brain blast, I guess, that I had as soon as I heard that line in the movie. So I'm sure we'll see Ruthie again at some point. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. That could be the plan, and plans change. So I don't know. It could not be the plan and just never be a thing again. Who knows? I don't know. But yeah, I mean, basically Supergirl's just throughout the movie, she's really just on a bender. She's really like down, kind of feeling sorry for herself. That's why she's going to all these red sun planets so she can get drunk and not have to, really deal with shit, responsibilities, and the loss of her people in Argo City and all that. You know what I mean? So she's really just kind of going through life at that point. Doing that and just numbing the pain and everything. By the end of the movie, she grows from that and she becomes Supergirl. You know what I mean? So you can definitely kind of think of this as an origin for Supergirl. Superman wasn't really an origin story for Kal-El. Uh, it was like I think it was supposed to be like year 1 or year 1.5 or something like that. Or year 2 or something like that of Superman's career. I feel like this is truly like year 0 for Supergirl, maybe. Which is cool. I mean, again, I don't want to sound like I'm shitting on the movie. It just wasn't, it really wasn't a great script, I don't think. I think the script is, I think that was my big problem with it. Cause like I said, I could predict the movie like the whole way through. Just like, oh yeah, Lobo will be back for this. Sure enough, what the fuck does he do? He comes back for that. Oh, one thing, and please tell me in the comments below. I've just never heard of it. I don't know if it's an actual thing. I don't know. I've done a lot of like studying of comic books and shit, and I've never heard of a green sun. I've never heard of a green sun. Um, like I said, if it is a thing, it's just my blissful ignorance, and I don't know. Let me know in the comments below if you do know of a thing in DC Comics that's a green sun that affects Kryptonians the same way Kryptonite does. I don't know. Like I said, I've never heard of it. I thought that was weird as they're on a planet with two suns. It's a green sun and a yellow sun, and it's like one acts as the moon, one acts as the sun, and it's, I don't know, it was weird. So like the green sun comes up, the yellow sun goes down, and then the yellow sun comes up and the green sun goes down. It was weird. It was just fucking weird. Well, the green sun, they get on this planet, and then the green sun starts coming up. Lo and behold, Kara starts getting kryptonite poisoning. So, and then she's just kind of, she's laying in a cave. Granted, she's poisoned with kryptonite from a green sun somehow, but she's just laying in the cave for fucking 15, 20 minutes maybe, and the whole time, like, they're talking like, oh, Supergirl's dead, point me to your friend, I'm seriously dead by now, and all this other shit, and it's like, fucking Supergirl's not gonna die, bro. I think they did that, like, twice in the movie. To where it's just like, oh, Supergirl's dead, and then, miraculously, a yellow sun comes out of nowhere at just the right time. And then she gets powered up and starts kicking ass. I mean, I don't know. The movie itself just kind of seemed redundant. Just very predictable. And just, I don't know. I was really hoping for something better. And I even had the thought that was like one of the longest hour and 45 minutes of my life. But I think that's just being dramatic. It definitely seemed longer than an hour and 45 minutes. But it's not like it was dreadful sitting there. If it was that bad, I would have just got up and left. But it's just, I don't know. I hope it gets better moving forward. I am still very excited for the Green Lantern show. I am very excited about that. The newer trailers look better than that first trailer they showed us, but I don't know. We'll just have to see. I'm excited as shit to get a live action Jon Stewart finally. I am so excited to get a live action Jon Stewart Green Lantern. Don't get me wrong. Guy grew on me. Guy Gardner grew on me. I do have love for the character now, but at first I couldn't stand the motherfucker. And he's one of those characters you either love him or you hate him. So he grew on me. I do like Guy Gardner. I love Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner in Superman. I love that he is our Guy Gardner. I thought he did a great job. But again, I love Hal, but I'm so excited to finally be getting a Jon Stewart in live action. So I am very excited about that. I hope that show I'm trying to keep my expectations low because I do not want to get disappointed by that Green Lantern show. I hope it's a little more cosmic than they're making it seem, because the Green Lantern, the Lantern Corps are they're the perfect way to launch that cosmic side of your DCU. They just are. And so I'm really hoping that it's going to be a little more cosmic than they're letting on, because they're really just kind of making it seem like a small town sheriff buddy cop show in a sense. Kind of not Western, but like, I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's going to be very cosmic, but I hope by the end of it, it does end up being a little more cosmic than they're letting on, like I said. So I am still very excited for that. I'm excited for stuff coming in the DCU. Now, that shit, I'm not going to lie to you, as much as I love DC, that shit ain't holding a candle to Spider-Man Brand New Day or Avengers Doomsday. Beside the point. This is a DC video, not Marvel. But anyways, I think I have rambled long enough. I think you guys can kind of feel how I feel about this movie through what I've said. Yeah, if you guys go check it out, leave it in the comments. Let me know what you thought of it. Again, let me know about the green sun thing, because I actually am very curious about that. I think that was the weirdest thing in the movie to me. Um, but again, that's just because I've never heard of anything like that. It could just be a made up thing, which if James Gunn did just make something up, I wish he would have come up with something better, but what are you gonna do? So, anyways, appreciate you guys checking this video out. If you stayed to the end, please drop a like, subscribe, comment, all the good stuff. Turn a little notification bell on if you don't mind. That way you'll never miss a video from me. But yeah, no, let me know what you thought of it. Overall, out of 10, I'll have to give it like a 4. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great. It really wasn't. I hope it gets better moving forward. But anyways, again, appreciate you guys. I'll always leave you. I hope all your hopes, dreams, and wishes come true. Stay blessed, guys. Next time. Peace out.